day to you all! I'm Kinsmarck, continuing on in Pain of War, because just one chapter is left, and because I made good choices, I aim to complete this game. So I might as well charge into the climax of it. War means death, and affect all sinners or innocents that surround it. I couldn't finish reading that because it scrolled past too quickly. Chapter 2, Salvation. I also have a few curiosities about the story of this game, because that first chapter contained, I think, the story of a German conscript come home from war, only to find that I think the SS had installed a compound under his house, and apparently his family is affluent considering the size of the home. However, I guess they just couldn't arse themselves to send, like, the lease of the government contract to the property to him in the field or something, because stuff like that, adult as it is how things like that are handled. I mean, color me also curious as to why the German military had to do it under a civilian property and couldn't just do it on land that they own. I'm confused already, and I'd like some clarification. Let me skeptical it'll ever get anything. I also assume that I've changed characters, considering I am now holding a 1911, and that is an American handgun. At least it is period accurate. So let's check around here. Alright, flashlight. So, am I about to... Oh, hey, I see a guy down there. Alrighty. Like, find out that this is the same story from another perspective, and... I'll like call it ahead of time. I'll call my shots. I suspect that I'll confront as like the climactic fight in this game the character from the first chapter changed into a zombie or some kind of like super zombie, an uber zombie, and the American saves the day. I guess, I don't know. Need to cross mines to reach town. All right. Sure. Hi. Do I have a melee weapon? Maybe? Nope. Alright, well, let's just dispatch him. Because, apparently, even in death, this thing still punches hard. Alright. Anyway. So, hi there. Alright, you're locked in. I assume I could just keep it that way, although I probably shan't. So... continuing on through mineshaft corridors. That is an awfully shiny gun, because I think it isn't normalized to the light, so it's appearing as though it's completely illuminated. I can't tell exactly the kind that is. It almost looks like a K98? I don't know. I think so. Maybe a carbine of it, perhaps? Oh, hey, let's see how much of a punch it packs. Is this guy goose-stepping as a zombie? He just looks so happy. He's just strolling on down to the market, gonna have himself a good time. I'm sorry, sir, a throat shot's gonna have to end your day. There we go, alright. So... Apparently, the rifle seems about as powerful as the pistol, so that's great. Hi there. Caged in Zambos everywhere. Dynamite! In an obviously typed in font. Can I like, oh, can I shove this? I can actually shove this. Am I supposed to shove this? I assume I am, because there's stuff over there. Could these physics actuate any more agonizingly? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, if I jump, I can, like, shove it a little. Come on, give it a nudge. There we go. Whoa, don't you fling me across the environment or get me stuck. Almost got me stuck. Got me stuck. I am ceiling stuck. Can I get out of the ceiling? Can I? Whoa, whoa. What am I touching? I assume I'm touching, an irradiated thing or maybe razor wire. I can't get out. I cannot get out. So... I'll just die then. Alright. Again, this soundtrack just doesn't match the mood I think you're attempting to set here. Let's finish reading this. Germans lose war, but all other pay for that. Alright. I can't tell if this game is on anyone's side. Like, that's the thing that I'm cautious about in this. Because I can't tell if this is attempting to ingratiate itself to any one faction, let's say. I'll hold judgment there. So, anyway, continuing on once again, a little more carefully this time, so I don't just lodge my head in the ceiling, because apparently that is a concern. Let's do this again. Whoa, can I actually hit a target? Man, that ain't the game, that is me just sucking it up, jeez. There we go. I could swear I dropped him in one shot the first time. And that took at least a couple, because I know I missed several of those shots. A few connected, though. That's strange. Anyway, hi. Wait, use with enter. Oh, I think I missed that key the first run through. Alright. There we go. One shot to the head. What kind of work we're doing here? Not were they doing here, just were doing here. Maybe you meant what kind of work was going on here? Can I radio for help? Commander, there are zombies in the mines. Can I get an evac? No. What was that? Oh, okay, there we go. Jeez, I had to close in really tightly on that. So I picked up, I think that was a radio? Can I actually, like, check that? What are you? I can't tell. It's just a thing I have. Alright. So, at least I holster my gun if I check my pack. That's a nice little animation touch, if nothing else. Alright. Collect my mystery rifle. And head on down. I just love that guy's animation. He's so silly. And he makes me smile. Less so the fact that he apparently has the lightning bolt to the SS on his collar. That, I think he deserved his fate for. Still, I can't deny that his enthusiasm for marching is contagious. So, I should shoot the dynamite. That's what I should do. Because I thought this was a table at first, because it was knocked over. So it looked like a table, just a shoddily constructed. It isn't a table. It's an obstruction. So, there we go. Ow! That hurt me from here. I mean, it actually would, considering it is an enclosed space. I just didn't expect this game to factor that in. Alright, anyway. There we go. Alright. I found a clip for my rifle. And that actually is a clip. Because that thing has an internal, whoa, fixed magazine, clip loaded from the top. I should know, because I have one similar to it. Alright, anyway. Ow, 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 ow. That is electrified. Ion and... I can't read that. So I'm just going to assume it means electricity of some kind. Hammer! Can I have the hammer? Maybe, please. Whoa! What happened? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where am I? How am I? What is this? I attempted to jump on the table, and I fell into another dimension. Game? I have encountered one hell of a severe glitch. Once more with feeling, I guess. Or the game could crash on a loading screen. That's good, too. Chalk that up to those crazy experiments the Germans were doing. Die Glocke und the Wunderwaffens. Because I don't know, maybe some radiation caused a rift in space-time and the corruption of another dimension entered our world. Or it's just coded horribly because this is a child's attempt at a game. I am sorry, Captain Marchy Pants, for you must die a third and final time. I hope it's final. Can I save so I don't have to do all this again? I can. Let's do that. There we go. Alright. Moving right along. Can I do anything with this? I cannot. Alright, so I'm going to shoot the dynamite that has moved. Curious. From much farther away this time. Or I could miss. Oh, no, I heard a hiss. I think I might have lit the fuse. I just heard a hiss then. Alright. I could swear I heard a hiss. Maybe that's just the sound of dust settling from the shot connecting with the ground. I feel as though I am wasting ammo. Can't tell if I'm actually hitting it. I am now out of ammo. Okay. How about with this? That is not where I was aiming. That is where I was aiming. Alright, so shot spread is incredibly exaggerated to an unpleasant degree. Crippling, one might say. There we go. At least one shot from this puts the crawlers down, so, activate that. Can I get close to this thing now? Nope! Alright. Can't tell what the creepy skull thing does, and apparently that hammer, I ain't gonna ask about that, is Thor's hammer, because I attempted to collect it. I thought it was one of the artifacts that the Nazis stole from all over the world, because they were into their occult investigation stuff, and, yeah, they actually found Mjolnir, and I was unworthy, so it threw me into Nilfgaard. That's what we're learning here today. It's cool. I'm not much of a hammer guy anyway. I'm more of a sword collector. So, I could... Whoa! He's moving a little faster. I could just go for, like, an Excalibur or something, you know. Cool alternative. I'll take it. Arthurian legends are sort of my jam, even though they're really weird sometimes. They look like they're having a good time. Just one for good measure. Anyway... there we go. Moving right along. Alright. I accomplished a thing. I got past the impassable mines. Or the game could crash again. Good thing I saved. Maybe this time I can at least conserve some ammo. The hell? Whoa! 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 Why is he alive again? Whoa! Why is he gone now? What? This is the scariest thing this game has done yet. What the hell was that? What just happened? I have no idea. Alright, creepy flickery lights and a figment of my imagination zombie. I'll just move right on. I'm just gonna go. Because that seems like something I shouldn't concern myself with. That is above my pay grade, and therefore, ain't any concern of mine. So, I just had a thought. Maybe, wait, what is that? Looks like a ladder / scaffold? I don't know. Maybe that opens this. It does, because that's something else I was about to criticize about the... first chapter of this game. The Steam description that, again, I made sure to read aloud, because it sure did let us know what we were in for, mentioned something about choice, and having, I think, multiple endings. I couldn't find many choice elements in that first chapter. Maybe I just missed them. I'm not saying they weren't there, they just weren't clear. So, I mean, the only choice I could really think of was I made the choice to continue playing this for some reason. Also, calibrate your iron sights if you're going to include aiming down sight in your game, just for the record of any developer that's maybe taking notes from this. I know this is a carbine, and they aren't exactly known for their sniper's accuracy. Still, though, this is a bolt-action rifle, therefore it's still long enough and has an action suited enough to hit a head-sized target from 10 meters. Can I, let me just give you all a little marksmanship lesson. For a rifle like this, with an iron sight set like this, the way that you aim is to shoulder up, make sure it's seated right there in the crook of your shoulder, not on your clavicle, because that's a good way to get injured, or to dislocate something, very unpleasant. Then you inhale, you hold, you place your target as though it's sitting on top of the front post of the sight, You gently apply pressure to the trigger. Don't jerk it. Just keep pulling. Let the shot surprise you, and then you should have hit your mark. That is how it's supposed to go. That isn't how it went the first time. Because again, the spread on these guns is atrocious. Okay, anyway, whoa. Day 58 report. We're trapped into mines. The tunnel collapsed after the last bombardment. Radio transmissions are failing, and seems none is coming to assist us here. Again, clearly, I know English isn't the first language of the creator of this game. Spell check is free, though. So if you're gonna localize something into another language, I don't care what language. This even applies to English speakers attempting to localize something into, say, I don't know, German. Run the script and text of your game through a German spell check. Just a hint. Anything down here? Just a skeleton. Alright. What the hell? Mystery damage! Because for a game that seems to want to encourage exploration, it sure is intent on punishing me for it. Alright, so I found a note that didn't tell me anything of import and took a little damage for daring to explore a little. Great. Alright, moving right along. Let's go put down Captain SS. Hi. There we go. Can I get another look at him? He's missing an eye. He had a jolly old time. Alright, we'll see ya. Anyway. So, I think that's it in here. Does shooting the explosive do anything in here? No? Oh, wait, use. Is that just for the door? I think that was just for the door. That didn't do anything. So that's just an explosive canister there for literally no reason. Okay, alright, moving right along. I should have saved. Can it actually load this time? Because I forgot to save. And the loading meter stalled out there for a minute or so. I should have saved. Alright, I just came through this little side tunnel again, and I realized I collected another key in there that I can't remember the door for. So I'm actually going to check around real quick and just make sure there isn't something else, because I can get in there. Here in this first area, for me to open. And there isn't, at least not that I can find. That's interesting. Maybe it's for a door farther in, like in the next area? Anyway, I just saved, so once more with feeling, can I actually make it past this loading screen for once? Because I'd like to actually complete this game and not have to report that it is in fact an incompletable game. Spoilers, I couldn't. And that's it! I gave that several more attempts. I cut many of them because I was actually feeling fairly generous and did have a strange sort of fun with that game, so I actually did want to complete it. That's the end of the game. The actual functional end of the game. I know it isn't the intended end of the game. That's the end of the game, though. A crash screen. So, color me unimpressed with that conclusion. This game has no place on Steam. It was never ready for Steam. It probably will never achieve a state of readiness for Steam. Steam is a professional marketplace, not the place for you to throw up your first-timer projects. Never mind that Steam Direct is changing that, because Valve make good choices, just like me. And you should very seriously, if you are the developer and still patiently watching this, consider removing it and putting it on a place that it actually deserves to go, like GameJolt, like Itch.io. And that's not to denigrate those sites, it's just that those are not intended as necessarily professional marketplaces. I know like GameJolt in particular has started to allow charging directly for games, and so that is starting to make more of a marketplace of itself. That isn't how it started, though, and that isn't, I think, still its main intention. That is Steam's entire intention, because I mean, at least it started as a place for serious developers to put their products. I mean, maybe I am still clinging to a past romanticized envisionment of that platform and its values. Still, though, at least this game didn't have the audacity to charge any money for itself. I mean, for the game itself, there's still a $1.99 dev kit for it, even though I am 99.9% certain this game was made in GameMaker, an antiquated engine, and uses assets that I know I've seen in other things. So I'm curious as to the contents of that dev kit and whether it's even a legal redistribution of assets. Like, that's pure conjecture on my part. Anyone that does know, that actually took the hit to their wallet and actually purchased that thing, let me know in the comments, because I am strangely curious about that. So anyway, yeah. I'm sorry this came to such a screeching halt for the conclusion. My patience is only so thin, though, and I checked around. I couldn't find any solution to this crash. People are just like, nah, that's just how the game ends. That's all I've got for this. It's a disappointing end for everyone involved, I know. I'm Kinsmarck here at Let's Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.